onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. 1-yard line. Tua now on first down. Rolling to his left. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
1-yard gain brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
51, Mike 51.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A gain there of 21 yards. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mostert, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle here to Brown. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Oh, he'll look downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Flush to his right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua to throw again. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Bowden now to return. Gets around him. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tua, a final shot before half. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Jones on the coverage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. 85. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Here we go. Let's twist. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Tua. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
The 19-yard line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
This is Mostert. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones.
The pass. Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 21 and into the end zone. A pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give it to Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Javon Kinlaw.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew